Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. We're doing part 2 of the Christmas Charm coloring book by Teresa Goodridge, Create a Heaven book. And we're doing the Christmas tree train page. And in part 1 we did a portion of the tree and figured out the colors of the train. And I finished the little cars, but not the stuff that's in them, so just did the same coloring that I did on the engine. So we took the green and the red and kind of a little gold tint to every other car here. Did the holly the same on the top, and then I went and finished the branches. Now there's one thing you're going to notice about this tree. It has no lights on it, so I'm going to leave it that way. You can say that these are lights, but to me they're like a garland. It's just hanging on the tree. So we're going to do those in red, kind of like maybe a cranberry look to it. And then we're going to do the ornaments in like the stars are going to be gold. Some of them are going to be gold and some of them are going to be kind of a red color. Santa Claus over here obviously going to have a red hat, kind of a bluish tint to his beard. Got a little snowflake here. We do have these little star things here, which probably will carry off the same color as this little guy here. We have ribbons. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. Most of my trees that I've ever decorated are only have like 2 colors of bubbles or ornaments, whatever you want to call these things. I usually do like a gold and a red toned ornaments, because my handmade ornaments are all done in white. So I don't know. I'm not into doing multicolors. You can do your little bubbles in any colors you want. So if you want to quit following the way I do this, that's okay. I'm going to do the stars in the gold, so I just brought out some colors here. I know we did the train in gold, but I don't want it the same color, so I brought out, let's see, we'll do it this way. Dark Naples ochre, a light yellow ochre, a burnt ochre, and a cobalt. So it's going to be my light yellow, kind of a deeper yellow brown tone, and then this one's going to be the closest to a deep orange and a dark reddish brown color. Okay, so we're just going to take the star and color it in with the light color first. You could do this with the watercolor if you like, but I'm just going to go ahead and, since we don't have that many ornaments and I'm not, doing a half page of coloring, just the ornaments in here, I think it'll be okay for me just to use the pencils. And if my wrist starts to hurt, I will switch and do some coloring with the watercolors. But right now I'm just going to do the pencils. I'm going to also pull in a little green here. This should be a tree part. It's a star shape. Okay. I'm going to go in with the light yellow ochre. Just a little darker. Going to darken some edges here. Okay, then we'll take the burnt ochre, do the same thing, darken up this area. Okay, then we're going to take the Caput Mortium. Mortum, I guess I put an extra R in there when I say it. And just go on the corner parts. Be our shadow color. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Put a little of that over there. I'm going to go back with the first color, which is the dark Naples ochre. Go over everything. Then we're going to pull in a cream, and we're going to go around the outer edge here. Going to take the cup, put mortum down here, make this little, what do you call these things, ornament holder. And we didn't put green inside that either, so we'll stick a little green in there. Go. Okay, I am going to be adding stickles probably on that swirl and on this little edge here to brighten it up. But we're going to do the other star the same way. I'll just start with the darker color this time, give you another option of how to do it. And a lot of people do ask, do you start with the light color first or the dark color first? And all depends on your preference. You can do it either way. I did not get in this little guy either. Okay, so that would be the red. If we're going backwards, then this would be the burnt ochre. And this one would be the light yellow ochre. And this is the, dark Naples ochre. Just going over all of it this time. And if you want to darken any edges up, just go back over. Just get the tips of that, darken those up. Don't remember which one's which here. The ochres are all in the same family, so they blend really nice together. There you go. I'll get the cream and go around the edges here. You can pull that in there too if you want. Okay. I gotta really think about the other balls, but at least the gold there is done. We'll do the Santa Claus hat. We have the dark red and the Indian red here. It's the same colors we used on the train. So we'll make his little hat the red colors. So first we used the deep red, and this was the Indian red. And we just want to lightly bring that up. We'll throw a little bit of terracotta in there, just to brighten that piece up there. Okay, beard hat. I guess his nose could be red. Don't know how red I want it. I have medium flesh in the pencil, which would be the coral in the new set and in the watercolor set. So we're going to use that on his nose. Give him a little bit of color there. Let's see if we have a lighter. Okay, light flesh, which would be the beige red in the other set. And we'll do his little face that color too. All right. Light blue. Ooh, what is our lightest blue in here? I don't know. Well, I'm going to go with this one. This is a light cobalt turquoise. We're going to put a little bit of that just on the edges of everything that's white. Okay, then we'll bring in try to get the pencil out, ivory. And we're going to go around and blend that. You can use white if you like. For the most part, white is not going to show up. But the ivory has just a little bit of a color to it. Unless your paper happens to be an ivory color, then use the white. There we go. And if you want to, you can bring in a blender stick. This is a Caran d'Ache blender. It's a full blender. The whole stick is like a really hard, waxy kind of blending stick. And you just lightly go over everything and it'll blend it nicely together. Might need to do that with him. Okay, ornaments. Keep that blue out. Well, let's take this bubble here. Maybe I should do this with watercolor. Get a base down, it might be easier. They're big. This is the dark red. And we're just going to go over most of it with the color. There we go. Maybe that wasn't my best idea. It's going to bunkle the paper a little bit. It's kind of a big area. Just bring in a little extra. I just scribbled it on a piece of paper here so I could pick it up and bring it in. All right. Well, it's one. I would do some in green, but the green tree has got all these colors in it, and I don't know if that'll just make it blend in or not. So I'm going to let that one dry and give myself a minute to think. I'll be right back. Okay, we're, for the most part, dry. Still feels a little wet, though. Maybe I'll just go on to another little bubble. I'll try to do that one wet, and we'll do one of these down here. We'll do this one. We'll see how this one goes with pencil. Dark red. And I'm just going to go around it. Then we'll see the difference between the watercolor one and the colored one, huh? Everything on the ornament is going to be done with stickles. It's like when I might get my ornaments on my tree, they come with the like the gold glittery parts on it, and that's how I'm going to do these. Leave a shine on that, so we'll do it a little light there. Darker on the edge. We'll put a couple layers on this. This is the Indian red. So we're going to darken this end up down here. Like that. We'll bring in the terracotta. I'm going to put a little lightness in here. That's where I want my kind of glow to be. Go back in with the dark red. A little more of the terracotta. And then we'll bring in the blending stick. And just run that over it. And you have a nice dark ornament. And when you add stickles into that, that'll brighten that way up. I've been thinking about those bubbles, and I might do those in colors. I did a different picture where I did those in rainbow colors. So like the green, the yellow, the red, and I might do that. Give this page just a little more color since I'm doing the ornaments. This is still wet. Must have put a lot of water on that one. Since I'm doing the ornaments in two tones. Let's see, we'll do this one here in red. So again with the dark red first. I think I'll do the little triangles here in red and leave the rest for a gold color. There. The Indian red. Terracotta. And the dark red again. The gold colors, they're way over here. Okay, we'll bring in the dark Naples. Light yellow ochre. Burnt ochre. And then the caput mortem. That kind of gives you a little bit of a gold in there. Do. Do this little guy over here. This is the Indian red. Dark red. Terracotta. And then the gold colors. I think this is going to get very boring for you guys really quick. Okay, so the ornaments will be, at least the ones with the zigzags will be done like these two. The rest are just going to be done like this one. This one seems to be dry enough now to play with. So we're going in with the dark red. Okay, we'll throw the terracotta in here. Make sure I got it. That's burnt ochre. The terracotta. Okay. Back with the red. The Indian red. Okay. Back in with the terracotta. It's warped the paper there, so it's a little bumpy. So I'm trying to stretch it with my fingers here. And then what we're going to do is take the blender. Blend that up. I don't know, between the two, I like doing it on my own there. So we're going to try to get this right here on this corner a little redder. Don't want to push too hard down. I don't want to mess with that paper too much. There we go. All right, so we'll just do them with pencil. We can blend these two down here if you want also. So yeah, I'll do the rest of those bubbles off camera. Just the big ones. They're going to be red. If you want, you can blend these two. Just kind of smooths out your lines. And obviously I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say obviously. I am not putting very much pressure on this. If you do, it breaks. So it's a very light pressure that I'm putting on there. You don't have to scrub it or anything. It just does its blending kind of all on its own. It's one of the reasons I like it. Okay. So yeah, off camera I'll finish the rest of those bubbles. I'm going to show you how we're going to do the beads here. So I'm going to pick out a yellow, an orange, a red. Let's see, what kind of yellow do we want? I'll pick them out and then I'll come back and show you. All right, got the colors out. So I think that'll brighten up some of the page here. So I got a yellow, cadmium yellow, and then we have a madder, which is our red, a cadmium orange, Delft blue, light green, and purple violet. And I just have to keep them in that order. I don't want a rainbow. I want it kind of, you know, fun and festive like your Christmas lights. So we're just going to start somewhere on all these little balls. I'll start here, and we'll do a yellow one, and then a red one, then an orange one, and then the Delft Blue, which is kind of a purplish blue, but then the light green, which I thought would be brighter than the tree, so that one works. And then we have the purple violet. Okay, then we go back and let's go with the yellow, the red, orange, the blue, the green, and the purple. As long as I keep going in the same pattern, we'll be okay. Okay, now we got one done. So we're going to go up here and work on this one. So we're going to have to start over with the yellow, the red, orange, and then I think this is a bubble, or a little ball under here. There might even be two. I'd like to look at that. At least one. It's green, but we're going to turn it blue. Make this one green. And this one purple. Okay. Oops. Don't drop the pencils. Again with the yellow. Then we're going to have a red one next to a red thingy, but it's a different color red, so it's okay. Now this line keeps going up, so you can do one of two things. You can count how many balls might be behind here, and if this one's red, this one would be orange, this one would be blue, this would be green, this would be purple, this would be yellow, and that would be red. Not a good idea to have two reds there. So we can either take the color that's next to it and stick it up here and continue on, which is probably our best bet. So I'm going to make this one orange. And then this one, the blue. The green. And the purple. On these, I kind of want to darken the bottom and lighten the top. We're going to put a little, they all have highlights. We'll be doing that with a Posca. Okay, we have one more bubble that's on this line. So this one's going to be the yellow one. Now where it goes from here, I don't know, but this one here goes this way. So I'm going to try to make it so this one isn't a yellow one also, but who knows? Because we're going to start up here. Do that one in yellow, this one in red, really coordinated here, holding all these pencils in one hand. I'm trying to be, I'm not. There's a blue one. The green one. And the purple. Okay. Yellow one. Red one. Tiny bit of the orange one showing. Blue. Yay, it worked out. Green. And then there's a purple one over on this side. And then a yellow one. So there are going to be two yellow ones there. Maybe I can change that one to a green. Red. Orange. Oh boy, I'm all messed up here. Knew that would happen. After the orange comes the blue. And then the green up here. There, let's change that to a bit more of a green so it's not the same yellow. Okay. When I get a little closer, or you can even do it just like that by running this turn so you're not rubbing the same color on everything. Go around and get those blended better. Okay. It's going to be my best bet. I cannot get my head down close enough for that, so that one works good. You notice if you go over them lightly, you're not going to be blurring the colors all over the place. I think that adds a lot of color to it. Okay, we're going to work on that one, but you kind of understand what I'm doing, so maybe I'll quit doing that part. Save those over here. Now we have candy and presents to do over here. So I'm going to take this blue that I used in his little beard, and we're going to do at least one or two things in both of these cars, and probably this. So we'll start with the sign. Just kind of go around it, leaving the letters alone if you can. With the blue. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. Amazon at the front door. I had mentioned that we were having all our Christmas shopping online. It's just real interesting when you have everything delivered to your front door. Run down there, pick up packages, bring them in. It's just that's the most interaction I get with anybody since like February. I don't go out of the house. I'm going to put a little blue on the snowflake too, just to make it stand out a little bit. We'll probably do that with all these little guys up here too, and the ones in the tree. Add a little blue on those. This is the light cobalt turquoise. I kind of like this color for adding on a blue tone to your white things. I'll bring it into some of these, like this present over here. It's just got a little tie on it, so that can be colored blue. something in this one. These look like little candies. We'll make one of those blue. And maybe something else in here. Well, we'll figure out something else. So we'll have at least 3 pieces of blue along with all the blue up here. So we're bringing the blue up to the top of the tree and kind of splattering it around. That sounds bad, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to take the, well, let's take the purple because this one's half purple. The purple we use, the purple violet. And we'll bring it down from up here in the lights, or the, what did I call these? Strings of bubbles. We'll go there. I'm going to bring it down here, so we'll like make this candy purple. Like a purple wrapper. Okay, we'll make one of these. I don't know if these are open candies or if they'll have little wrappers on them or what, but we'll make this one purple. Okay, and maybe this one here. Make that a purple candy. I think that one has a little end piece. It's like a lollipop or something. I don't know. They're all going to blur together. Try to separate them. So now we have the purple coming down. So we'll have 3 pieces here, and then it'll be splattered up there. We have a red. It's already down here in the train. We have some gold. What I'm going to do is take the, it's madder. We're going to make a candy cane here. Put the red on that. Just because that's a different red. That's in the train. Should really sharpen that, make it a little pointier. Because I have a feeling we've got more candy canes down here. Okay, so we have this one. We have this one. I'm just going to put stripes in this one. And then we have one that's polka dotted. Why not? Just gonna color the polka dots red. There we go. Alright, so we have that red that's up here, down here too. We have the purple, we have the blue. We'll bring in the light green and make a candy out of that. We'll make one of these, a candy, and it kind of blends in with these greens, so that's all right. Put an orange. We'll make this candy orange. That looks like a bow. We'll do this one in orange. Kind of like a creamsicle. This little guy back here. Okay. Then we have the Delft Blue, which is up here in those little guys too, and we're going to pick something down here to color. This guy's got a bow. Do the bow. We have a package over here. We'll throw a little extra blue into this with the light blue, the turquoise. Okay, we have a little candy under here. We'll make this color. And we'll throw it over here. Just kind of under here because I don't know what that is. And the only other color we have is the yellow, which is fortunate because we have one candy left in here. So we'll throw that in there. We have a bow. I think that's a stick. So this is a package of something. There's a package under here. I think this is the same package, so we're just now going to make it the same package. And that's a candy. Throw some of this yellow in these plants up here. Take in the orange and kind of darken that up a little bit. Again, I don't know what those are, so they're gonna be like little packages, little candies, and I have a cream out here somewhere. Make this like a cream, what are those, creamsicles? Put a little of that in our candy canes too, just so they don't look white. Throw a little in that package. Get a little brown. I have a brown here somewhere. Nope, that's red. Burnt ochre. Stick to the candy. Okay, there's an opening there, and that shouldn't be, and I don't know what that would be. I'm gonna make it dark. There. Can add some of that in here too, so that package looks a little darker. More shadow on it. Add a little shadow down here on the blue package. And then pick a color for here. We're going to go with the red. Whatever this is now red. Okay. Make that a red candy there. All right. Just a little terracotta. Just going to go around that swirl and give it a shadow. Package is bothering me right behind there. I should have made it a different color. So we're going to throw some green in it. Makes it a different color. Okay. And we have a bow back here. My goodness, it's a tiny bow. Go with the purple. And this guy's got a bow too. Anybody else have a bow? Okay, candy down. Now the tree skirt. I'm going to add red in this little line here. Make it like a red stripe going around the tree. This is the madder that I'm using, so it's not the same red that we did the train with, or the ornaments, so it should just look a little different. Different enough. Okay. Skirt itself is going to be like an ivory. I may do that with Distress ink along with the floor here. Kind of want to get the picture done. So what I'm going to do is see if I have a tea stain ink, and then the brown for this. This is going to be black. As far as I know, the train tracks, aren't they black on a train? So we're just going to go around here and lay down some black, and then we'll go in with some grays. Same grays we did the wheels with, but we're going to try to make sure that they don't look like the wheels. Okay. We have the grays from yesterday. The cool gray number 3. Just going to go along there. And I noticed that these wheels aren't even touching the train track on this side, so we're just going to pretend they are. And this is a warm gray number 1. I just thought they worked together really nicely. There we go. So our train track is done. I think the plats here, oh, we got train track back up here too, are wood, but they're a dark wood. Just going to darken that up a little bit more. Got so much on my desk. All these pencils. Okay. If you want, you could make this wheel touch the track by just making them a little bigger. This one would have to be a lot bigger. Let's see. Just shadow under it even. Would just make it look like it's touching the track. There we go. I'll lightly go over all that. Back up here. Keep being told not to hold my pencil that way. I'm going to have to move the book around a little bit. And then I'm just gonna lightly bring it up. I'm just using the side of the pencil, not the tip. And I'm just using it way light and putting like a shadow on those pieces. So they have color, they're not white, but they're not really colored. Just a shadow. And you can do that if anywhere you want it dark. I like to use black as a shadow, but a lot of people don't. There we go. Okay. Yep. Let's do a bow for you. The bows are going to be, oh boy. Bobbles are going to be red. Might as well do the bows about in the madder red. Just want to bring that up. So that's where your deepest point would be. And then just lightly bring it down from where the shadows. Up, down, over. So then you put pressure down the deepest parts. Which are your shadow parts. Okay, then we're going to take in Prisma white and just go over where the white area is and bring that red down over blend. That's all we're doing. And then you have a cool looking little bow. Go back over it and just define it a little bit better. When you take this pencil over the white, it's going to stay really light. Okay, boom. That's how all the bows will be done. The little tops of these are going to be done in the gold tones, just like this guy. So boom. All those tops, bows. These little thingies here are just going to be done with that turquoise. In the center, we're going to make it green so it looks hollow down there. So they just stand out. So I'll show you how we're going to ink these areas here. Okay. What I'm doing is putting post-it notes down around this edge. They're just your regular full adhesive post-it notes because that's what I have on my desk. And we're just going to put it around the edge. And we're going to go down here and put some browns down on the wood floor. Scattered straw probably goes up on the wall up there, but we'll add some down here. We need a tool with brown on it. Should have gotten that out too. Here we go. Brown pad. Blue one off. Brown on. I'm going to go in with the lightest color, which is the gathered twigs. Just ink it up. And you're just going to run it across here on the floor. Try not to get hair on it like I'm doing. Put it up here. Don't try not to get the tree skirt. And we're just going to run it around. There we go. We're going to get some vintage photo. I'm going to only ink up the corner edge of this. Since this edge's sticking out, I'm just going to ink this portion up here. So I'm just rubbing it like this. You notice that the ink pad is only picking it up on the top. We're going to take it, this edge, run it down this line. Boom. And we're going to get a line there. Do the same thing here. Run it on the edge. Going to do that on all of them. If you run out of ink, just ink that corner up again. Put that little corner here, right on that line, and run it down. That's how I'm going to color those boards in. We're going to take that same corner and we're going to run it on this line going across here. Ink that one corner up, and we're going to run it up on this line here to wherever the train track ends there. Okay, so we're going to do it along this edge here too. Just that ink line right there. I'm going to run it right across here. So I'm just lay it there and drag it up. Pull some of that into the wood tiles that are here. And when we go back here, just inked up that spot, we're going to run it right on that track. Just to give that some color. Okay. Take away our Post-it notes. And we have a wood floor. Done rather nicely. 2 tones of brown distress ink. We're going to do the wall. So we're just going to put this back down up in this area. I like Post-it notes. For this, it's really easy to do. Okay. Just going to go up to the top up here. Move some of these out of the way. We're going to use this scattered straw for the wall back here. And we're going to take a rag and just smush the ink pad because we have all the other colors on it. We want it to be a little more yellow. We're going to ink up just that portion again, just like we did. We're going to do a if I can grab something, a piece of paper, we're going to see if we get yellow or if we got red or brown or whatever. Might make a nice shadow though. There. Okay. Ink up that corner and we're going to go up here. Bring it out into this. Try to avoid Santa Claus and his bow. But this is going to be our wall color, so we can bring it out and up. Let's just lay our hand right in the ink. I can get a little in there. Might even be nice down here on the tree skirt. Couldn't find a tea stain, so what I do is just very, very, very lightly put it on this line here. And along that train track. And bring some of that color, can't talk, up. Sorry, up into this tree skirt area. There we go. Now, when you're using this, it shouldn't go over your colored pencil. So you can do a little bit more work. It will go over any area that you did not put pencil, though. We'll give that ornament a little shadow. Put a little in the North Pole area. And here on these train tracks, remember this has got the yellow in it. But any place we missed, you can also put some of this in the floor if you want, just to brighten that up. Okay, there we go. Pull that up. Oh, maybe I'll leave that there. I can do some stamping on that too. Okay, so one other color I want to bring in, and I have to find it, of course, because I just went through the whole kit and caboodle over here to find the 3 colors I wanted. I want a green. I'm not finding a green. Shabby shutters. I'm going to use the brown one. I know, crazy, right? I do this a lot. I'm going to put it on that corner, and it's going to turn into this kind of olivey green. And I'm just going to go in to the tree here and there, around some ornaments, maybe around these baubles down here, and add this color in. Just gives us another color to go in the tree. Kind of fun. All right. Stamp. Where's my stamp? Here it is. It's the itty bitty background stamp that I always use. Always gives a nice little effect to the walls. Just gives a little bit of a speckled look to it. Another texture. Kind of old-fashioned like. And I think that's about it for that background. I can take these off now. Besides these ornaments being red and the bows being red and these little guys being blue, kind of like how that turned out. Maybe we'll put some spots in there too. Well, maybe I'll add them in. Yeah, other than that, we're putting stickles on it. So, we'll get out some stickles. We can do diamond or we can do gold, and I gotta find the gold. I had gold in here. Hold on. Okay, found the gold. It's just gold stickles. And what I'm going to do, make sure it comes out in a line, there we go, is go over these Christmas ornaments and add some sparkle to them in the gold. Like so. I don't know if you can see that, but that'll be nice and sparkly up here on these. Try not to run your hand in them until they dry. So the ornaments will have that on them. We'll do this one here too. Okay, so all the gold little details on the ornaments are going to be done like that with the gold. I can't find the lid. And because Christmas is a sparkly season, I also have the diamond sparkle. This is more of a clear sparkle, but it has gold flecks in it, so the two golds go together really nicely. So if we want to add some of this to, oh, I don't know, the little baubles that are here, put a little sparkle on them. They'll have a little shine spot on them. We can put the stickles right on that. And that dresses those guys up a little bit. You can put some of this on the train so we can find those little rivets that we had. And I'll put that on the rivets. Maybe on the bell as a shine. The lanterns, definitely inside the lantern. You can put it on some of the candy, this snowflake. Maybe a bow over here. The little berries. Wherever you want to sparkle up your picture a little bit. You also don't have to do this if you don't like it. But I like to add a little sparkle in. You know, obviously I have to finish coloring the picture. So I'm going to have to wait for this to dry so I can get in and finish up what I had started up here. All the bubbles have to be colored in. But I will show you guys a picture at the end of the video of what it turns out like with everything else colored. So I have to color in all of those little guys and these little ornaments that I haven't finished yet, and all the little bows and all the little snowflakes. Not much left, right? So yes, I'll show you a picture at the end of the video of it completed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, everyone. Bye now.